What is up, guys? Giant01 here with another FIFA 17 tutorial. I know it's been a long time since my last tutorial. I do apologize, but we're getting right back into things. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be talking about something that I talked about in my previous video, which was learning from your mistakes. This is a very, very important tip, guys, that I need to talk to you guys about because it will help you guys become such better players in FIFA 17. In this tutorial, I'm going to go in depth on what I mean by that, on how exactly to learn from your mistakes, to learn from the things you did wrong in the game to improve so it won't happen again the next time you play. But as always, guys, make sure to check out all my previous tutorials, including my defending, attacking, passing, you name it, I got it. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future ones. Alright, guys, learning from your mistakes is the best way to improve in FIFA 17. I'm talking about in every single aspect. Sometimes, though, they're going to score a goal, one of those FIFA goals that you really can't do anything about. As you're seeing here in this situation, I get a touch on the ball with my defender. I defended this correctly, I get a touch on the ball, and most of the time, I'm supposed to get possession or at least hit the ball hard enough for one of my other defenders to get in the way, and not like in this situation is going to happen. Put the ball perfectly in position for the attacker to retain possession and to score an easy goal by doing a beautiful shot like he did in this situation and score the goal. Sometimes that happens. There's really nothing I could do in that situation. Bad luck and perfect shot by my opponent. Nothing that I can really take away from that. But that'll happen sometimes. But far too often, people try to use that as an excuse. Oh, the reason I'm losing, the reason I'm giving up points is because of FIFA. It's all EA's fault. And sometimes that's true. But sometimes you have to put your ego aside and figure out exactly what you did wrong. Here in this situation, you can see I waited far too long to switch over to my center back. I thought I could catch up with him with my center defensive mid, and that my center back was staying between the attacker and the goal. So I decided to wait a little while, and I waited far too long. And by the time I switched over to him, the attacker was already past my center back, and he was able to get on through and score the goal. So you got realize that you gave up a goal. Instead of getting frustrated, instead of getting mad and blaming EA, see what you did wrong. Like in that situation, I waited too long to switch over to my center back to make sure that he gets back and push and pull the attacker off the ball and get the ball away from him. Here in this situation, I do a nice little 1-2 pass. But I slow down a little bit, and what do I do here? Instead of pressing the LT or the L2 button to protect the ball, like I have a tutorial on it, you want to tap it a few times. I did not do that, and because of that, the defender was over to easily overpower me and take the ball away from me. So I have to learn from that. Next time that happens, make sure to tap that LT or the L2 button a few times to be able to gain some space. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't, but a lot of times it will. So make sure to tap it a few times. In this situation now, I actually am able to get a similar situation once again. And I was able to gain some space here near the baseline by tapping that LT or the L2 button. So I learned from my previous mistake, was able to apply it here, but I make a mistake on the pass. Instead of doing a cross, because there's so many legs in the way and the player is so far away from me, I try to do just a regular pass. And because of that, it was too slow. Defenders were in the way and they were able to react and take the ball away from me. So learn from that. Figure out next time, okay, if I get into this situation again, I want to do a cross rather than a regular pass. In this next situation, similar to some of my previous examples, I wait far too long to take the shot. If you wait too long to take the shot, gives plenty of time for defenders to get in the way. So here you see I take that extra dribble. I should not have taken that extra dribble, allowed the defender to get in there, take the ball away from me. In this other example, a nice little pass, but instead of taking too long, I take the shot too early. And because of that, the goalkeeper was able to take it away from me. If I would have taken one extra dribble, I would have had a much more threatening shot on goal. And then here in my final example, you don't just have to look at what happened when something goes wrong, when you miss an opportunity or you give up a goal. You can also look at what you did right when you scored. So here I did a perfectly timed cross-body shot. I didn't do it too early, didn't do it too late, and because of that, I was able to score. So learn from that and keep repeating that in your next opportunities. But that is it, guys. I hope you guys liked this. Make sure to take every single opportunity you miss, every single goal you give up,
to learn from it, figure out what you did right, what you did wrong, and constantly improve your game that way. Click on one of these videos, guys, if you want to see some of my tutorials, my top 5 videos, or my formation guys. And of course, click on my logo to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future tutorials or tip videos. Thank you guys so much.